Do you feel crushed by the presence of arrogant minds, suffocated in a world where few shine and most remain mere spectators? If you made it here, it's no accident. You are about to discover the secret that separates the invisible from the unforgettable, not to inflate your ego, but so you never fade away before the giants. This message is the missing portal between ordinary life and your next metamorphosis. What I am about to reveal may redefine not only how the world sees you, but how you see yourself. If this calling already resonates with you, write in the comments, "I am mirror." That way, the circle will know you are ready to receive the hidden secret. I am going to transmit to you a rare formula, used by social mages, silent leaders, and sages whose strength was never imposed, yet who were always recognized as equals, even in the face of winds of arrogance. This trick, far from being a simple tactic, acts as a mirror that gives back to the other what they bring, obliterating false superiority and generating inevitable respect in the invisible field. By absorbing and applying this secret, you'll notice the energetic shift. The game of power dissolves, and even the most convinced rethink before trying to outshine you. It must be said, this teaching is not meant for small minds or for those seeking petty revenge. The ancients knew the danger of giving swords to children. This has come to you because your spirit seeks balance, dignity, and unshakable presence. You are about to receive an ancestral instruction, coveted by rhetoricians, royal advisors, and hermetic magi throughout the ages. Use this art only when the cause is just, never to put someone down, but to level the field where ego swells, never to oppress, but to protect yourself from being suffocated by the arrogance of others. By honoring this tacit law of the secret path, you join the lineage of those who do not need to win to be recognized. The Egyptians called it the mirror of Ma'at, the ability to reflect the other's excess until they are forced to see their own shadow. The yogis, masters of the word, would recite silent mantras whenever pride tried to assault their peace. In ancient Greece, Socrates mastered the art of never competing with another's ego, but instead responding with questions, giving space for the other to perceive themselves. Sun Tzu, in his Art of War, taught, perfect victory is when your opponent bows out of respect, not fear or humiliation. Thus, throughout the centuries, wise individuals have built this tradition of the invisible trick, not to dominate, but to equalize, making themselves unassailable in human interactions. Now, receive the essence of the secret, the art of sharp validation. When someone tries to put you down, flaunt their superiority, or diminish your value in front of others, do not enter the battle. Do not try to prove your worth or counter their arguments. On the contrary, calmly and without submission, acknowledge one genuine quality in the other. Then, show sincere curiosity or respect for their point of view, but without surrendering your dignity. Example: I see you really master this subject. It's fascinating how confidently you develop this. And tell me, from your own experience, is there anything you recommend for someone consolidating their own methods? Don't give up your ground of self-esteem, nor get into a dispute. Validate, firmly, and immediately afterwards, steer the interaction towards sharing or dialogue. The other person's ego, accustomed to resistance, is instantly disarmed in the face of recognition. But when you invite them into an equal dialogue, you show you are unshaken. In fact, you are unstoppable. This reaction reveals your own inner light. You become a mirror. You don't compete, you don't place yourself below, and yet, you never let yourself be diminished. The truly great recognize this, and respond. Always use a calm tone of voice, subtle posture, steady gaze, and a slight smile. The absence of direct confrontation automatically neutralizes the domination pattern. The other's ego feeds on competition. When it finds no resistance, but instead respectful recognition, it calms down, or even regrets its excess. Let me know if you need further translation, adjustments, or want the rest of the text. Advanced example. Someone boasts about being better, more experienced, stronger. Respond. It's impressive to see your journey. I admire those who deliver so much. I find it valuable to hear directly from a master. How did your path begin? What motivated you to persist? The world is full of fragile egos hidden behind large masks. By making the other feel truly heard, you transcend competition and lead the energetic field. Think about meetings, negotiations, even family conversations. How many times have you entered debates just to prove yourself? How many nights have you lost ruminating on the offenses of those who always seemed better? Next time your ego is provoked, try this trick. Sincerely validate an aspect of the other person, open a respectful space for their truth, but keep your own stance. Observe, the energy shifts, the tone softens, respect arises. To experience this is to feel, in practice, the alchemical power of this law. If you've ever gone through something similar, if you've seen enemies disarmed just by being heard, share your story in the comments. Your example might open the eyes of other seekers to the true antidote against the games of ego. Modern social psychology has already proven, the ego seeks recognition above all else. When it feels threatened, it attacks or belittles. When it feels respected, it relaxes. Advanced persuasion techniques, as well as diplomatic training, use the principle of conflict deflation through validation. Powerful leaders do not impose themselves through force, but inspire respect through a balance of recognition and presence. In Zen Buddhist traditions, monks are trained to listen, validate, and respond without the slightest trace of vanity or submission, just presence. It is a field where everyone becomes equal, and together they grow. Mirror validation exercise. Practice, in small conversations, the habit of finding something genuine to admire in others, especially when you sense displays of vanity or pride. Do this without irony, with an authentic gaze. Power Interactions Journal. At the end of each day, write down moments when you felt someone tried to impose themselves. How did you react? When you applied the trick, how did the dynamic shift? Internal balance meditation. Before important meetings, sit down for a few minutes, take a deep breath, and repeat, I am worthy, I don't need to prove it. My radiance is silent. Suggestion for discreet action. In future situations, train yourself to yield verbal ground strategically, but maintain your authority through your gaze, posture, and an invitation to dialogue. Notice the new respect that emerges. Did you see how it's possible to transform any ego dispute into silent respect? If this teaching resonated with you, like this video right now, this simple act shows you honor your own value and support the continued unveiling of such keys. Share this video with anyone suffering under inflated egos, or with someone who deserves to strengthen their presence without ever stooping to the game of arrogance. And remember, follow the channel to receive more hidden techniques for self-mastery, subtle influence, and personal evolution. Here, respect is the password to your next initiation. If you've lived through situations like this, tell your story in the comments. Have you ever disarmed a superior person just through calm and respect? Have you felt the ego's power dissolve in the face of your silent dignity? Your story will be a beacon for other travelers on this same path. Return whenever you need this trick, for in every encounter, a true initiate never enters the ego's arena. He illuminates the path gently, even for those who don't yet know they are lost. Until the next secret. Be presence. Be mirror. Be unshakable.